Hey,
Welcome to the
Jerry and
Dr. Laura Show.
woohoo! This is number 8, and here it is New Year's Eve on this beautiful, blustery, overcast. Well,
Cold, rainy.
it's great if you're a duck.
Yeah, I guess. Or a platypus?
I, I don't know. That's Australia. We don't speak that crikey stuff.
All right, Jerry, I have a question for you.
What?
All right. First of all, I want you to know that this episode of the Jerry and Dr. Laura Show is brought to you by
The Auto Shop. Woot woot. Yep.
TheAutoshop.com and 972-578-0588. All right.
Nice. You did that very well.
You ready for my question? My question
Those questions
is,
always scare me.
yeah. Okay, this is a car question.
Okay, yeah,
You'll be able to answer it.
I'm good with that.
Okay. When the weather gets cold, what do we as vehicle owners need to do to make sure that our cars are in great shape and perform the way they're supposed to?
Well, that's really a great question. I'm glad you asked. Somebody needed to ask that at this time of the year because it's going to be cold. Bravo. It's going to be cold for the next few weeks. Then
Well,
we
it's getting into January. Yeah, it's going to be cold. January, February. Cold
yeah,
season.
February's going to be really tough this year. I can just feel it already. Winter weather is tough on your cars. It's tough on you too. That's why you have to bundle up and make sure you're toasty warm. But with your car, let's talk about wiper blades. Wiper blades are very important with a day like today when it's raining. It's been raining for the last 24 hours. It's going to continue raining all day today, and the last thing you want to do is have your windshield wipers make that noise as they go through. We went for
or not work at all.
Right. I remember going for a ride with a friend of ours, and his wife said, "Well, he told me it's supposed to make that noise." No, it's not. It's not supposed to make that thump 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 or squishing or wiggling or whistling or screeching sound as the wipers work. That's not normal. Okay, bring it in. Let's take a look at it while they're still functioning. Another thing is check the air pressure in your tires. Very important. And while we're talking about tires, you really need to know what the age of your tires are, because once they get past about 7 years of age, you really have to replace them, just because they are prone to dry rotting from the inside out, and you won't know it until they explode. When we had the lady come in with a Suburban, just got off of the George Bush toll road, parked it out front here, came in only for a state inspection, and one of our guys was literally doing about 3 miles an hour around the building, and the tire exploded. And she's like, "What is that?" And the tire literally, if it had happened 15 minutes prior, she could have been hurt. She's about 80 years of age, and it was a front tire. Very dangerous to have that problem happen to you, especially at the high speed of the George Bush toll road.
Yeah, thank God that didn't happen at high speed.
Yeah, hard to explain, but she watched it happen, so there was nothing that we could have done. I actually have a car. I've got a Camaro back there that I own, the yellow one, and those tires.
Of course it's yellow.
Of course it's yellow. What other color could it be? But that
it's a
car.
yellow and black world.
There is that. The tires are not rated for 32 degrees or below temperature. They will crack.
So below freezing, some tires will crack?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. All of the performance tires on most of these cars today, they are rated for not only speed, but temperature. And again, it's just one of those things. If you don't know, if you're not sure, bring it by. We'll happily look at it and tell you what's going on with your car. And we all know about coolant, right? Or antifreeze. We've all heard of antifreeze, right? Today, the computers in the car are so critical that you must be within. The coolant is 50% water and 50% coolant. That's the mixture that runs in the system. Way too much information for most people. But if you're off by 10%, as little as 10%, it can short out the sensors that monitor the temperature.
You mean the ratio
of
of water to coolant?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow.
And some cars, they have such a small capacity because of the high-performance cooling systems and the weight reductions created by the manufacturer that they'll use less than a full gallon of water and coolant together. So when you see people just dumping in a gallon, they're not sure what they're doing, and that could be really bad for their card, their computer, and their wallet. So we're trying to prevent people from doing that. Batteries, we've all talked about batteries. We talked about batteries a lot. I'm very interested.
Sorry for interrupting, but anytime you bring your vehicle in, you want your battery tested, it's a free service that we do. Just come on by and we'll test it for you. It doesn't take very long. We don't even have to bring your vehicle inside the building.
Unless it's raining, like today. Don't do it outside. Yeah. Electricity, water, bad
Not a good idea.
Bad idea. Another thing I'd like to remind folks of is when you are driving out in this cold weather and you haven't had your vehicle into our shop for whatever crazy reason that is, try and put a blanket in the back seat and maybe a couple bottles of water, just in case your car dies on the side of the road, or if, heaven forbid, you're involved in a collision and you're stuck on the side of the road and it's rainy and cold. At least you can keep the blanket to help you stay warm if the car's not operational. We used to have those reflective triangles, those road hazard triangles that people would put in the back, or even flares. But I don't know if they allow people to use those anymore. But the tires, we talked about blankets, water, always a good idea in the wintertime. If you are stuck on the side of the road. Now, clearly, we don't have the problems that they've been experiencing up north. There's no such thing as deep mountains of snow here.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's why we moved here.
I love Texas.
But we do have ice. And
yeah.
ice is a huge hazard and will shut this city down completely because the roads are not designed for the ice like they are up north.
I have a question for you regarding ice.
Here we go.
Okay.
Another question.
Because I've seen people do different things. Okay, so I've seen people take a credit card and scrape the ice off their window. I've seen them pour hot water, like boiling water.
Don't ever do that. Do not ever use hot water on your windshield. It will crack.
Crack the windshield?
Guaranteed. Do not ever do that. Please don't. Well, do that if you want me to put a new window in for you.
Okay. All right.
So you can use a credit card if you have to.
I've seen people with hair dryers. Seriously.
Ouch! That hurt my head. Electricity. Imagine all the electrical cords you're going to have to string through the snow and watch it melt, and then we're back to electricity and water. Bad idea. Please don't do that. The easiest thing, because the ice is never too bad. Wake up early enough. Get out in your vehicle early enough. Start the car up, let it run and warm up, and let the defrosters and the heater on the vehicle actually do its job. If you don't have a snow scraper or an ice scraper like we used to have up in Michigan, and you have in Canada, my God, you guys don't use snow scrapers. You use snow plows to get all the stuff off the windows.
What if someone was really smart and they knew the ice was on its way and they covered the windshield with a cloth, like a sheet?
Yeah, that works great.
Cool. Then you just put the sheet off, pull the sheet off, and away you go.
Well, that's a nice word for saying snow. But this is a family show. Yeah, you can scrape the sheet off and drive.
I was thinking a plastic sheet. Not a bed sheet. Well, I guess that could be misinterpreted.
You're a mess.
Am I all red now?
No, but I probably am.
Okay.
And they wonder why my blood pressure's up.
Moving along.
So what are you doing today for fun for the guys at the shop?
Let's see. Yesterday I cooked chicken cordon bleu and mashed potatoes and salad. Today we are having grilled cheese sandwiches with grilled ham and cheese sandwiches, and tomato soup.
Tomato basil soup.
Yep, Tom and cheese.
Yeah. Ever since the pandemic started, when this COVID-19 business started, we decided to provide lunch for our entire team every single day
of the week, because we're closed on weekends.
So Monday through Friday, we provide lunch for our team, and it has just been it's been a good thing. Her culinary skills have vastly improved.
Cooking every day.
But it has increased the camaraderie, the morale. Our guys love it. We certainly like to make sure that it helps keep everyone safer, because no one has to be out in that vast jungle of COVIDs. and they all stay right here where it's nice and safe.
Excellent. All right.
That's about all I got, other than,
Happy
hey, Happy
New
New
Year.
Year. We'll see you next year. Stay safe. We're going to close probably about 4 o'clock today, and we'll see you Monday.
January 4th. Make sure that you schedule your appointment. You can go to theautoshop.com or
.com.
just call us directly 972-578-0588.
Happy New Year. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.